Hello, I'm Tom Bailey, and I'm very excited and honored to be joined today by Kimberly Crowe, who is an award-winning international public speaker, best-selling author, audiobook producer, and also six-time entrepreneur. So, Kimberly, hello, and a very warm welcome to today's episode.
Tom, thanks so much for having me. Super glad to be here with you and your audience.
Amazing, thank you so much. And whereabouts are you in the world right now?
Actually, I travel full time, which during COVID, it's a very weird thing to be able to say that, but I do
I
travel
bet.
full time. Today, I'm in San Antonio, Texas.
Amazing, thank you. And let's jump straight into the subject then of Kimberly. So, Kimberly is the creator of Entrepreneurs Rocket Fuel, an active community of entrepreneurs looking to contribute, connect, and grow. And as a joint venture super connector, Kimberly gets entrepreneurs the stages and connections they need to stop being overlooked and explosively grow their revenue and their reach. The title for today's episode is The Four Types of Virtual Stages, and Kimberly's going to show us how to do that in just under 7 minutes.
Love
So,
it.
your first question for today is, who are your ideal clients?
So, my ideal clients, I work with speakers, primarily entrepreneurs who want to speak. So, people who want to get the message out about who they are and what they do, or something that they're very passionate about. And we have stages to put people on where they're just talking about something that they're passionate about. That may be their business, or it may be a cause, or it may be something that they just have a lot of knowledge on that they're ready to share with the world.
Amazing, thank you. And what is typically the biggest challenge that they face?
So a lot of people understand that speaking, public speaking, and getting out there and seen and heard is a scary, scary thing, right?
Mhm.
In fact, when they rank it, it is often comes up as a fear worse than death, which means you would rather be in the casket than giving the eulogy, right? And that can be very, very intimidating, is to get up on stage and speak in front of people. But as entrepreneurs, one of the biggest mistakes we can make is just staying small, right? Not having the impact we were brought here to make. I believe that if you're not being seen, you're being overlooked. If you're not being heard, your message isn't getting out there. And if you're not clear on your message, it's not going to have the impact it was meant to make before we leave this planet.
And I guess some of your clients are probably the world's best kept secret, aren't they, if they're not out there on stages?
Oftentimes they are, and they're hoping that Facebook ads or referral business will get them where they need to go. And it's great to have wonderful referrals. And if you have so much money that every night you have to clear out your bank account to make room for more money coming in tomorrow, that's awesome. And maybe you don't need to get on stages. But pretty much all of the other entrepreneurs need to be able to get their message out there in the world. Or if you're a speaker and you're looking to get on stages and get seen and heard in a bigger way, then we would love to work with you.
Thank you. And by not being on stage, what impact does it typically have on their business?
Yeah. So if you're one of the people that are nervous to get on stage, then that's very common. But if you are not, think about what you're doing by not being able to get your message out there. You have this amazing music to share with the world, right? And Wayne Dyer said, "Do not die with the music inside you," right? The graveyard should not be where all of this luscious, delicious, amazing knowledge ends up. And you are here to make as much of a ripple effect in the world as you can. If you don't get on stage and don't share that message with the world and don't get out there and try to make that impact, then who is not going to benefit by not being able to take advantage of your program, products, services, whatever it is that you have, even if it's just inspiration that they need to take to the next level?
Thanks. That's such a great perspective, thinking about who's not going to benefit by me hiding behind my fear of speaking. So, what is one valuable piece of advice that you might give to somebody that will really help them solve this problem?
Awesome. So, being afraid to get on stage is something that's very common, right? And it's real. That feeling is in your body and it's real. You are feeling your stomach having flip flops, right? Or butterflies. You're feeling your throat constricted, or your breathing is impacted. Maybe you're getting ringing in your ears, or feeling dizzy or discombobulated. But you know what? That feeling, even though it's real, and you can say, well, Kimberly, it's easy for you just to ignore it, right? But for me, it's real. And acknowledging that that feeling is real can actually help you take it to the next level, because that feeling is real for being nervous. But you know what else that feeling is real for, Tom? Being excited. So
Yeah.
instead of saying, I'm nervous to get on stage, change that methodology in your mind to, I'm excited to get on stage. And you will feel excitement in your body. Your butterflies will be excitement. Your flip flops will be excitement. Your breathing will be excitement. The ringing in your ears and the scattered brain and the tightness in your throat, that all speaks to excitement as well as nervousness. So my tip for you is just to switch that and start saying, I'm excited to get on stage. I'm excited to get on stage.
Mhm.
I am excited to get on stage.
I love it. And I can really resonate with that message. I used to say that I became an expert at avoiding public speaking, and I really did because it was that fear. But when I started speaking on stages, I just felt that energy, and it's like a drug. You want to do more of it once you get going.
The interesting thing is mostly the audience wants you to do well. They're rooting for you. They're not there to heckle you or point out your mistakes. They're actually there to because they want what you have to offer. They've come into your light like a moth to the flame, and they want what you have to offer. So keep that in mind as well.
Thanks so much. And what is one valuable free resource that you can share with people to really help them solve this problem?
So if you're looking to get on stages, we actually have a resource where you can find a lot of different stage opportunities to get on.
Okay.
Most people are saying, gosh, with COVID, all of the stages went away. Where did they all go? But virtual stages are out there and they're here to stay. We have speak to sell stages where you can get out and share your message. We have paid speaking gigs where you can get out and get paid to get on somebody else's stage to give knowledge. We have TEDx stages and opportunities for authority stages, which is type number 3.
Hmm.
And we have rehearsal stages. So if you're like, oh, I need some practice first and I need some good feedback, that can be a phenomenal resource as well. So is it all right if I share the link?
Yeah, of course.
It's if you go to entrepreneursrocketfuel.com/speaking dash opportunities. That's entrepreneursrocketfuel.com/speaking dash opportunities. You're going to be able to get connected with all of our speaking opportunities that are out there right now. We have web summits, webinars, podcasts, radio shows, TV shows, all kinds of ways where you can get the message out to about who you are and what you do. Imagine being able to be with 30 other experts on a stage, sharing your message in your particular zone of genius while they were sharing their message on theirs. It can be an authority builder. It can be a credibility builder. It can be a speak to sell opportunity, and it can be a paid speaking gig.
Fantastic. Sounds like an amazing opportunity. And what I'll do as well is I'll post that link below this episode so people can click on that and they can find out all about these amazing speaking opportunities available. So, question number 6 before the final question is, what would you say is your greatest failure that you've ever made, either in life or business? And what did you learn from it?
Yeah, I think we've all made different failures in life. One of the things that I did is I started a business around what I was good at. I spent 17 years in corporate, 15 of them were good, the last 2 not so much, and I couldn't wait to leave. When I left, I actually started a business around what I had gotten good at corporate. And I did that because I wanted to build $1 million business in revenue. And 18 months later, I'd actually achieved that goal, but it was something that I really didn't want to do. And just because I was good at it doesn't mean that's what you're supposed to do for the rest of your life. And I realized that what I really was passionate about, what I really wanted to do in the world was have fun with public speaking and stages and opportunities and get people seen and heard in a bigger way. And so I stepped out of that role and moved into this one. And what actually happened from that is that I was able to bring my zone of genius to people who really needed to hear that inspired message. If I hadn't done that and I just kept doing what I was good at and I didn't step into my power of doing what I enjoy and what I want to do and what I'm inspired to do, then that would have been a mistake for not only me, but a lot of other people as well. So my encouragement to you is to not just do what you're good at, but take a look and see what you're passionate about, what you think is fun, what gives you joy and fills you up every day, and pursue that as much as possible in your life.
Great advice. Thanks so much, Kimberly. And the final question from me is, what was one question that I should have asked you that will also give great value to this audience?
So when we talked about the 4 kinds of stages, they are speak to sell stages, paid speaking opportunities, authority stages, and rehearsal stages. Some people ask, well, which stage should I start with? Great question. But my answer is you're always on rehearsal. My best talk, I've given over 5,000 talks. My best talk is actually my next talk, right? I can
Yeah.
always do something to improve. So take a mix of all the different opportunities and just step onto the next stage and see what that opportunity has to bring to you, how you can increase your impact in the world and your contribution in the world by doing all 4 of the stages at different times. When the opportunities come, if somebody offers you a mic, you say yes.
So yes, excellent. Thank you so much, Kimberly, for your time, advice, and your inspiration today. And I really enjoyed speaking to you, and I can't wait to get this message out there into the world.
Thanks so much, Tom. It was a pleasure being here.